Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited.
And Flyman24.
Flyman?
Got the gold chain, gold watch, boy. I got these Timbs on.
A lot of people in the video that Spidey made of his top 10 favorite archetypes and decks that he's used in 2015, a lot of people wondered, what was my top 10 favorite archetypes and decks that I used?
No, they didn't.
No, I swear to God, they did. They commented that a lot. They were like, I wonder what his would be.
No, I was about to say, no, they didn't, because I just uploaded that last night. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I was reading like all the comments because I had nothing better to do. Yeah, like the video if you would like to see us do more top 10s, because the top 10 and Could This Be Better segment is a segment that we don't really like to do very often, so if you
it's just hard.
Yeah, just hard. And you know how easy it is just to sit down and say to the boot? It's very easy.
It's very hard to make these top 10s. It's very hard to make these Could This Be Better. It's very hard to make every video.
So if you want, because if you don't,
and it's very hard to be funny.
Number 10 is Constella's, because I still use the deck today, but the deck is just so standard. But it is my favorite deck, but it's so standard. It's so hard for me to be different with them. But Constella's have a special place in my heart, and it's still a very fun deck.
Would you recommend that deck for other people to play?
No.
Okay.
It's because it's a very simple deck, but the game is so fast. I'm like, look at all the free shit I can get for free.
So that's what you're saying. So tell them it's better. You're admitting it.
Yes.
What a sellout.
No, that's why I made my fucking Could This Be Better for Constella's, where I said
no,
that's.
You didn't.
Ah!
You never made that.
Yes, I did.
When?
You didn't know that I made the Constella like Could This Be Better?
We didn't ever upload that.
Yeah, but it's in my thing, and I'm gonna upload it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. I forget. We didn't film like 18 times this fucking week. Jesus.
My number 9. Fluffles is one of those archetypes where it's good and bad.
It's horrible.
I have gotten the worst hands with that deck.
I hate
more than any. I've gotten the worst hands with that deck ever. But
I hate that deck so much. It reminds me of motherfucking Ritual Beast. They do so much for nothing.
You know what it is?
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of from the hand, from the deck, from the hand, from the graveyard, from the hand, from the blah 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 blah. One fusion monster.
You know what it is? What I liked about them was when I picked them up, like, they really didn't have much going for them, but then they were like, here's Fluffle Wing, you could combo it off a Toy Vendor and Bear and draw like 3 cards for the sake of nothing. And I was like, well, that's pretty good. And then they were like, here's, Saber-Tooth Tiger or whatever it's called. And it's like, oh, you just bring a fusion back from the grave.
All the fusion monsters look the same.
Well, kinda, but one's a tiger, one's a wolf, one's a bear, one's a
sheep.
Saber-Tooth.
I hate the sheep.
The sheep's kind of cool.
I hate the sheep. That's the worst one. He's the worst one I hate the most. I hate the fucking sheep because he's always like, you can't kill me, and then when you kill me, I come back with more attack points. I'm like, what are you, fucking battling boxer yokai?
Clown Blade. Now,
it's not a deck.
In 2015, it was out with Lavalval Chain. I like it. I liked it when it was just the Heraldic Challenger, fucking Trick Clown, and fucking Lavalval Chain.
Those cards were only TCG for like what, a week?
Well, that week! That week was a good fucking week! I liked it, and it was one of the very, very few times where I was like, I like the meta, and then it was just like, nope! And I was like, no! Why would you take it? And then you're like in the background, oh, I'm there with UAs, and I'm there with Stars, and we're doing great, and I'm like, because I was just like, wow, this goes so great, because it's like a toolbox rank 4 shit. And I was like, it was like right down my level. And then they were
sellout.
I was a sellout. They took it from me.
I like the meta.
When I saw Toon Ancient Gear Golem, Toon Kingdom, and like Toon Rollback, and all these things, I was like, Konami's hearing that I'm making something with Toon Goblin, and they're like, they're coming down the mountain, here we come. But I actually growing up, I always loved Ancient Gear Golem, and seeing that they made Toon Ancient Gear Golem, which Toon Blue Eyes was the best Toon that they had, and Toon Blue Eyes had, what, 3,000 attack and 2,000 or 2,500? And I was like, oh my god, I'll trade in, Call the Haunted, I was like, it was like these perfect gears that were going in my head that just took me to the fucking junkyard. And I was very highly disappointed. But it was a deck that I had fun with, but it was a very short period. Number 6. Yang Zings. I liked Yang Zings a lot, but Yang Zings have caused me a lot of anger. But because this sounds like a very depressing list, but I actually had fun with all of them for a time and a place within 2015.
Yeah,
Yang Zings I have liked, because I think that what they're based off of and how they play, in my opinion, is very, very cool. I really, really like them. But I just tend to do bad with them. I have nothing against them.
Because their playstyle is too fucking played out. Their playstyle is basically relying on your opponent. Any deck that relies on your opponent is not a great deck. Decks that help themselves and only rely on the strength of themselves do way better all the time.
But
because if you're too worried about what I'm going to do, then guess what? I'm not going to do what you want me to do. You want me to attack your monsters. You're like DJ Khaled. They don't want you to attack my monsters. They don't want you to win. Major key to success. Look at my gold watch. I'm DJ Khaled. Accurate.
Medoches.
Garbage.
No, because you don't like it. You don't like any of my decks, and you know what? Frankly, I don't like any of your attacks. So,
well, guess
so
what?
good with you.
Because that's all we do. We go. That's what we do. We wait till we like do these videos on my top 10 most hated decks. You're like, oh, that's what he hates. I'm gonna play that. Like that's just what we do. Like I'm looking at you. Oh, he hates that. I'm gonna use that. Like oh, he hates that. I'm gonna use that. You're not doing that. For
but
me.
Medoches, you want to know what it is? When Medoches first came out, I liked them.
Playing with dolls?
No, I'm not playing Medoches. Well, I told you when this new format came out with the new 6-Panther Pain Challenge, everything was dropped. I actually played them a lot, but then they made Angeli. And then I was like, this is insane. Why would you make this?
No, you thought it was going to be better, then you didn't play it. So then later
nobody picked it up.
Yeah, nobody picked it up. Then you played it. And then Angeli came out, so you kind of stopped. And then like you waited a little while. Nothing happened again, tumbleweed. And then you brought it back up. And
it's for me, the best way I could describe me and my relationship with Medoches is it's been very on and off. It's kind of like
a bad relationship.
Yeah. God Complex. God Complex has...
Please explain to them, the people who are watching who don't know what the fuck that is. Explain to them what that is.
God Complex is... My best way to describe it is... You remember Hat? When Hat was doing its crazy shit? You know, like a good rank 4 toolbox deck? That's kind of what it is, but it's my take on it. And... Back in the day, that week, but it was fucking amazing. I actually made Clownblade very unique because it fit in God very well, and I still had things in it like Shock Trooper, Breaker, cards that did consistency like the Traptrix Marmelio. With that in it, which no Clownblade user did, that's what made mine unique and special. But it didn't last. But the one thing...
Because of Evolve All Shane?
Yeah, because the only way to do it was to add all the other Perform pals in it. But if I did that, it would have took away what made God God. And it would have just turned into like, okay, now there's just some text of Breaker. And it would have turned into, instead of being these cards are my text, it turned out that my cards were those texts. And I didn't want it to do that. So I just kept it like I kept my distance. I was like, nope. I looked at them and I said, I had to attack them. I saw them. I was like, you're the only Pendulum deck so far that I do not hate yet. And I kind of like your art.
Cute monsters?
Yeah, they kind of looked cute. And I was like, I like the raccoon because they remind me of like a real fat, fluffy cat. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like, they remind me of Mike's cat. So I said, I picked the deck up and I said, let me try it. Let me get my feel for it. Let me see how I play with them. And I've never played a Pendulum deck since. Never tried one. So every Pendulum deck, I'm like, not feeling it, not feeling it, not feeling it. It was the first Pendulum deck where, and the best part about it is, they didn't have Pendulum effects. They were just like, where our Pendulum effects are blank. We just have scales. And I was like, great. I was like, I don't have to deal with Pendulum shit, but they're Pendulums. I was like, good. And I was able to get my feel for them, and I got to know how to use them in a professional way, get a feel for the metagame, and at the same time, not being the receiving end of the abuse of the deck. Spellbooks. Now, spellbooks, nobody knows this about me. When spellbooks first came out, I really liked spellbooks.
Yeah,
it's when
almost the way that how you just described with Magic Spectres.
But now it's one of those decks where nobody plays it. But in my opinion, it's one of the very few decks in the game where I would like to say maybe like 10 decks or 15 decks where it takes such skill to use. There are decks where you just have to follow simple game mechanics. Spellbooks is a deck where it's like how you said, it's like how you said with Ritual Beast. You have to do all these combos just to do a +1 or +2. Spellbooks kind of follow that same kind of style. You need to do like all these specific moves to get a simple plus in the end, but you have to do a very specific way of going about it. You have to go, like if you get secrets, you have to go secrets, magician, magician to master, master to, if you banished a few shit, to eternity, and eternity to what, like fate, and to that, and to another master, and to get another eternity. It's so hard to keep up. You always have to have the fate and Grand Tower on standby.
That's the reason why I think that's the difference between me and like a Fluffle versus that. Fluffles just have effects going on from everything. They have effects coming up from the field, effects going up from the hand, effects going up from the graveyard. Yeah. Spellbooks, on the other hand, y'all only have like 2 actual useful cards.
Obviously, Cradles. Cradles came out and they were like the best thing I saw. I was like, wait, you're aliens. You have built-in snatch deals. You can be abused in almost anything as techs. Impact was amazing. They were all budget. They were all commons. They were like so perfect. I was like, you guys are so cool. Slime legit looks like an alien. It's like, I thought Cradle Dragon was so cool. It destroyed shit. It had no backlash to me. They were just so good on top of good, and I was like, even now I'm using them as kaijus, like how you said you hate that. I'm using that, and I'm like,
stop it! I'm like, just play the deck. It's pure fucking
I'm like, here's your shit, and I'll take you back, and then I'm like, oh, I don't even need to attack you because I play Owner Seal. I'll take my shit back, thank you. I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna slap you with Eagle and the Godzilla one with 3,000. I'm like, all right, thank you, GG, bro. I'll talk to you later. Oh, you can attack me directly. A Dark Hole might feel all right. Yeah, use Parasite, and now you have to attack me directly. All right, summon another one. Oh, now my tower has like a gajillion counters on it. All right, search out another one. Problem? I love it.
I've never saw another like subscriber like, yo, I love Costellas too. Like nobody says that.
Nobody's like, because I'm the fucking OG with the deck.
Because nobody plays this shit.
If you think you're so high and mighty, thinking you're so pro, why don't you challenge me in another end of the format battle?
You see, you'll the fucking video.
You see, you'll give excuses and be like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna, because he wants to live in land where he got the last win and he doesn't want to risk his title. That's the truth of it. I'll duel him anytime, right now, on that fucking table right now. But he won't do it because he's afraid to duel me, and you know it because my Magic Spectre, and you'll be like, no, I'll beat you, I'll do this. All right, duel me.
Yeah, try to get the subscribers to come against me. They love me. They would never do that.
Yeah,
they'll be like, yo, Kisame's talking so much shit, he about to get wrecked. Because you want to talk shit about dueling each other and all that.
I would duel you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you would duel me for free. I would duel you for 800 likes. Like the video right now, and you're getting more top 10s and things like that. And if you ever want to see me and him do, you should like those videos that come out on the weekend and make sure those segments last all the way to the end of the format.
So yeah, like the video. See you guys later.
I'm using a Mass Hero 6am deck. Haha.
Fuck is that?
I'm using Guardians again. It's another deck you don't even know about because I figured out a way to make them work.
Lovely.